All right, so I wanted to add my 2 cents on the makeup artist who bailed out on that bride right before her wedding. So I really tried to give the MUA some type of benefit of the doubt regarding the whole situation because it's really fucking wild. Okay, so first things first, I guess the bride was just saying, like, this MUA artist required 3 months' notice in advance. I'm holding up two fingers. I'm going to do this. 3 months' notice in advance. And, everything was fine and dandy. The MUA was like, cool, we got you down. I got you down. You booked. We good to go. Well, I guess the bride, just if it were me, I would like check in monthly too, just to make sure nothing changed. Even though I feel like if I already booked with you, if your schedule changed, you should be the one telling me, you know what I mean? But, the bride was like, I guess she kind of checked in or whatever, and everything was just literally still good, even leading up to the night before her wedding. So now we're less than 24 hours. The bride was the MUA was just saying, like, everything's still good, everything fine and dandy. Well, I guess coming up until 9 p.m. or 9:30, whatever, it was around 9 something, the MUA basically cancels and tells the bride that unfortunately she cannot no longer do her makeup because she got booked to do JT's makeup, which is JT is part of the City Girls. And yeah, she just bails out on this bride last minute after this bride handpicked this MUA to do her makeup because she liked her work. I will say the MUA tried to do some type of service by giving the bride an alternative. I guess she knew some other MUAs in the area or whatnot that could take on to do the bride's makeup in lieu of her being gone to do JT's makeup. But again, it's just not the same. Everybody kind of knows how, like, if you're a hair person, you have that one person that you like to touch your hair, like that does your hair, because you can look at other braiders and everybody braids differently. Even if it's the same, like, let's just say it's like box braids. Everybody still does their box braids differently. Some people are clean. Some people's lines are sharper than others. It's a whole thing for you to vet out to know what you like. And this bride liked that girl's makeup. So granted, she did look at the other MUAs that the initial MUA recommended to her. The bride was like, I still don't like, even though the makeup was good, but she just did not like the way it looked on the models. Because again, that's just one of those things. She just had a certain eye for how she wanted her makeup done by that particular MUA. So it's just kind of shitty all around that the MUA canceled on her. Instead, she could have been like to JT, hey, I already have somebody booked for their wedding. But with JT being a celebrity and a rapper, I'm pretty sure she's going to have several events in her career. So this is just one time, So remember ethics and morals that we learned about in school? It's just, honestly, ethically, it wasn't right for her to cancel on this bride because everybody, that's something relatable. So now I feel like this MUA hurt her business in a way because regular people like us, we can relate to how shitty that has to feel for that bride on her special day to know that one of her favorite MUAs that she handpicked and she even did a rehearsal for. So rehearsals meaning like she I guess maybe a couple weeks before the wedding, you kind of do like a trial period to see how the makeup will look, kind of like in real life, like, because, people be editing their pictures online. So I want to see in real life, can you do what I be seeing online? Like, I need to make sure I'm not going to be looking like I'm casket ready. I need to be looking like I'm ready to slay on my special day. You feel me? So I guess everything went well with that. She did the whole nine with this lady, and just for her to cancel on her, to have somebody else's hands on her face. And the girl was like, this girl does a good job, but it's still not that look that I'm looking for that you can give me because that's why I chose you. And I just can't think of no excuses to give this MUA. But unfortunately for her, because relatable people like myself who can relate to this bride, I mean, I'm not married, but I can still relate that no one likes for someone to cancel on them. It could be a damn birthday party. We all have birthdays. And that's like your best friend or somebody that you really are trusting to show up bails on you. We've all had some type of shitty, unfortunate situation happen in our life. That's relatable. That shit fucking sucks. So again, for this MUA that you had locked down, that I booked you 3 months in advance for, you told me everything was good, and then you turn around and bail on me. Bitch, run me all my motherfucking coins. Like, even my rehearsal, like the trial period, that if I had to pay for that, run me even back to that day. Like, give me everything back. And I don't blame her for outing her because now the MUA, again, her business is suffering because she can't be trusted. Because how do I know if I book you, even though you do a bomb job, now that I know you are likely to cancel if somebody of a celebrity status books, you're likely to just ditch what we already had planned to go to that person of status. And that's just not cool. It's not cool at all. It just sucks. I really hope that bride enjoyed her day, and she did find another makeup artist that was similar, or if not better, than the initial MUA that bailed out on her. But now that this lady's been outed, I'm pretty sure people are likely not to book with her as much. I'm sure some people will still do it. So I'm just saying, all in all, I hope JT put her on her makeup team, because yeah, that was just really shitty for you to do that to a bride. You know, a moment. It was just one day, or if there was some type of way that maybe you could have did that bride's makeup, and maybe JT had something later that night. You know, you could have flew. You know, it's ways to work around it. But the best thing she could have did was ask JT to consider her. You know, with all the other events, I'm sure she's gonna have to do many of concerts, many of press runs, and many of interviews that, you know, of her being a celebrity that she may have to do. There was plenty of opportunities for this young lady, the MUA, to say, hey, JT, please keep me in your in the back of your mind, you know, for next time. I do have something on the books for this time, but whenever your next event is, I'm there. Like, consider me, I'm there. Because if she considered you once before, the likelihood is she'll consider you again, because your makeup is just that good, apparently. But it was just shitty that you canceled on that bride, and that was fucked up, and you know it.